சின்ன வயசில் நம்ம எல்லாருமே கண்டிப்பாக ஒரு தடவை கிரிக்கெட் விளையாடிருப்போம். தெரியாதனமாக ஒரு பாலை கீழே விழுந்து டைவ் அடித்து பிடிச்சிட்டா போதும், ஒரு கமெண்ட் ஒரு பின்னாடி இருந்து இவன் பெரிய ஜான்டி ரோட்ஸ் அப்படின்னு. ஜான்டி ரோட்ஸ்னால் யாருன்னு இந்த ஜென்ரேஷனுக்கு தெரியாமல் கூட போயிருக்கலாம், ஆனால் 90s கிட்ஸ்க்கு கண்டிப்பாக தெரிஞ்சிருக்கும். தரையில் உருண்டு வர பாலையே கீழே குனிஞ்சு எடுக்க சோம்பேறித்தனப்பட்டு இருந்த அந்த காலத்தில் பாலை பறந்து பிடிச்சி நம்ம எல்லாருக்குமே ஒரு பயங்கரமான ஒரு இன்ஸ்பிரேஷனை செட் பண்ண ஒரு ஆள் ஜான்டி ரோட்ஸ். சச்சின், லாரா, பாண்டிங் இப்படி எவ்வளோ பெரிய பேட்ஸ்மேனாக இருந்தாலும் ஜான்டி ரோட்ஸ் ஃபீல்டிங் நிற்கிற சைடில் பால் அடிக்கிறதுக்கு ஒரு செகண்ட் யோசிப்பாங்க. அந்த ஒரு செகண்ட் தான் அவருக்கு கொடுக்குற மரியாதை. பொதுவாக ரன் அவுட்னாலே பாலை ஃபீல்டர் கிட்ட த்ரோ பண்ணணும், இல்லை கீப்பர் கிட்ட த்ரோ பண்ணணும். ஆனால் ரெண்டையுமே பண்ணாமல் அவரே பாலோட சேர்ந்து பறந்து போய் ஸ்டெம்பில் அடித்த ஒரு ரன் அவுட்டை பற்றி இன்றைக்கும் உலகம் பேசிகிட்டு இருக்கு. ஐபிஎல்லில் மும்பை ஒன் ஆஃப் த பெஸ்ட் ஃபீல்டிங் சைடு அப்படின்னு நம்ம எல்லாருக்குமே தெரியும். அதுக்கு காரணமும் நம்ம ஜான்டி தான். மும்பை அவர் கோச் பண்ணும்போது மும்பை 3 தடவை டைட்டில் வின் பண்ணியிருக்காங்க. இன்றைக்கி காலகட்டத்தில் ஃபீல்டிங் பார்த்தீங்கன்னா எவ்வளவோ இவால்வ் ஆகிடுச்சு. பென் ஸ்டோக்ஸ், ஜடேஜா, பாண்டியா இப்படி பல பேர் பயங்கரமாக ஃபீல்டிங் பண்ணிட்டு இருக்காங்க. ஆனால் இது எல்லாத்துக்கும் வெதை ஜான்டி ரோட்ஸ் போட்டது.
I have a daughter called India. That this is very much a second home for me. Every time I leave, it seems to pull me back. So I'm not sure if it's the game pulling me back or me just sort of walking back into it. Wherever you go, and there's gully cricket, it's on the beach, it's in the in the construction sites. It's wherever you are, people are playing cricket, and that's what I love about this incredible place. The instinct took over for me in that Inzamam Ul Haq run out because I didn't have a fielding coach. All the fielding that I did was a combination of football, of tennis, of hockey. I knew that I could get to the wicket faster than Inzamam because even then at 19, so even at 50, now I can still dive, but the landing is the problem because the body is a little bit old. If you're brave, that's very difficult to bowl to.
One batsman who scared you like anything?
I think Sachin Tendulkar, obviously.
Best batsman in world right now?
Kohli. It's not bad. And CSK have been able to retain a very similar team throughout the competition for the last few years. So I think the only danger with that is that I love India. I'm not just here because there's cricket. I'm here because of the food. I'm here because of the people. And on the weekend, I'm going to be here for the music too and the yoga.
Behind Its Air presents Edirnichal with Ungal Navneet. Today in our Edirnichal, this is a very special episode for me. We have Jonty Rhodes with us. Thank you, sir. Thank you for being with us. Welcome to the show.
Thank you, Navneet.
Yeah. How's India been with you?
Yeah, good. Just landed, so fresh off the plane. But I spend so much time in India. I have a daughter called India.
Obviously, yeah.
That this is very much a second home for me. So maybe 4 months of the year I am spending, but generally it's Mumbai, Delhi. So a special time of the year for me with the surf contest, and I really enjoy coming back to Chennai in August. So it's a good time from the ocean perspective.
Exactly.
So it's really good to be back. It's almost been a year.
Okay, how's Chennai for you? Because you've been traveling all along Mumbai, Delhi, and all across India. How's Chennai for you?
Yeah, I think the key for me, I grew up a lot of my time in Durban in South Africa, hot and humid. We spend a lot of time playing in the subcontinent. So many people complain it's too sweaty, too humid, and I enjoy the humidity. So it's always great to come back. Chennai, and especially now I've been able to get down south down the ECR and get some time out the city. I'm not a big city guy, so I do like to get into the ocean, and part of my lifestyle in South Africa. And Mumbai, you don't get much opportunity. Obviously Delhi, no chance. So when I come to Chennai, the first thing I do, I've only been in Chennai for 2.5 hours. I've already been in the ocean.
Exactly.
So it's good to be back here.
Okay. Your life has been dedicated with cricket, and you've been associated with cricket, and you can't be really split it off. So how do you see a journey like? How do you see your life career and all?
Well, it has been interesting because as a cricket player, I think I've retired twice. As a coach, I was retired twice. And you rightly said, it's very difficult to split once you have the cricket bug or the passion for the game. And I'm just really fortunate and very grateful for the opportunities that cricket, I'm passionate about the game. And every time I leave, it seems to pull me back. So I'm not sure if it's the game pulling me back or me just sort of walking back into it. So I've never been far from the game. It's always been a big part of my growing up as a child in South Africa. We don't just play cricket though, we play many different sports. And cricket was one of the multitude of sports that I played in South Africa. But after university, being selected then to play for South Africa, from 1992, it has been a major part of my life. So, it's always a great opportunity to come back to India. We know the passion for the game here, and the amazing thing for me is that it's not just the national team, the men and the women who are doing so well, but it's wherever you go. And there's gully cricket, it's on the beach, it's in the in the construction sites. It's wherever you are, people are playing cricket, and that's what I love about this incredible place.
Always, man. The thing is, I started admiring you as a person, as a fielder, on-field game. I couldn't, that was like a very small time I started watching cricket of yours and your game. So the one important thing in cricket is people call you as the best fielder. Have you ever been like really happy about the fact that I'm being a best fielder on field?
Well, it's always been interesting because, and thank goodness for YouTube and the internet, because no one would know who I am. I mean, it's been a long time since I've retired. 2003 was my last game. Yeah. But it's been interesting because some people ask me, don't you get frustrated? You were a middle order batsman and no one ever talks about your batting, and they only remember you for your fielding. And I think my approach is that it's amazing to be actually remembered for anything.
Exactly.
There's so many brilliant cricket players over generations. So to be a person that is still remembered 3 generations back, because at one stage I think I was known as the father of fielding, and now I feel a bit like the grandfather of fielding. The game has evolved. T20 cricket has brought great excitement, has brought different element to the fielding game. So, just the fact that people still remember and can go on the internet and check it out.
Exactly.
It is pretty amazing.
Yeah. I wouldn't, I would rather say that still people are checking out your run out of Inzama Mullah against the Pakistan game. How was that even possible to jump from like 100 meters? Like not even 100, like 50 meters? Like how was it even possible? What was running in your head?
Well, luckily nothing was running in my head, because I think that's on the cricket field, the more you think, the more mistakes you make.
Exactly.
Cricket is a game of habit, it's a game of instinct. So if you're training to bat and you're facing somebody bowling 140, you don't have time to think, okay, it's full, I must hit it. You see the ball, you hit the ball. And the same thing, the instinct took over for me in that Inzamam ul Haq run out, because I didn't have a fielding coach. All the fielding that I did was a combination of football, of tennis, of hockey. So
combination of all sports,
all those sports. So the one thing I wasn't very good at, or I didn't trust, was my throwing, because we never got coached to be accurate. So I knew that I could get to the wicket faster than Inzamam, because even then at 19, he was quite a lumbering fellow. So he wasn't a sprightly youngster. And I just saw at the corner of my eye that he was coming back to the crease sooner than I expected. So I just felt the best way, the fastest way for me to reach the last, or cover the last 2 meters, was the dive. The diving was something I'd been doing from age 5 in the backyard, because in South Africa we have space. The grass we have is fairly soft, so we dive around. So even at 50 now I can still dive, but the landing is the problem, because the body's a little bit old.
Exactly. Yeah. So how is your journey with Indian cricket team, the BCCI?
Well, I haven't had a journey yet. Obviously worked with Mumbai Indians for 9 seasons. So from 2009 was my first year with Mumbai Indians. In fact, the IPL came to South Africa, so it was year 2 of the IPL. And then 2017, and it was an incredible journey with Mumbai Indians, because not only did we win 3 trophies with the IPL Champions Trophy, but my wife and I had 2 babies born in Mumbai. India was born during the IPL 2015, and Nathan, our son, he was born on the final of the 2017 IPL. So so IPL cricket in India has been a major part of my journey, and in fact the bulk of my journey since retirement. So I'm probably know more about cricket in India than I do about what's happening in cricket in South Africa, which is quite crazy.
Okay. Your take on Mr. Ravi Shastri being appointed as the head coach of India?
Well, he obviously has a good rapport with Virat Kohli as the captain, and I think it's important if the captain and the coach are on the same page. It's it gels the team. So his record speaks for itself. They've got a very strong side. It's been it's been a good team effort. The team on the field and also the team behind the scenes, and I think that's it's important. If you've got a happy dressing room, you often see those results manifest itself on the field. So I've obviously only known him as a commentator, done work with him there, but I haven't worked with him ever from a coaching point of view. But if things are working like they are, it's not just about the players. It's often about the support staff that is in place. So there's magic happening on and off the field.
Okay, we've seen players like Hardik Pandya, Rohit Sharma, everyone excelling on fields. Like, how are they off field? Like, how do you exactly coach them? Like, are they like very adaptive? What kind of?
Yeah, I think what people don't tend to forget is that the IPL is played in the hottest time of the year in India. So it really is draining. And I've seen the players work hard. You know, the reasons why Hardik gets injured is that he plays a lot of cricket and he trains really hard, because that was also my mantra. You have to practice like you're playing a match.
Yeah. How do you see this the team lineup of Mumbai Indians as well as CSK?
Yeah, I think what CSK, they're at a stage now where they've been in some tight finals. Mumbai Indians obviously have great rivalry. One run, I keep talking, another one of my mantras is that one run can make a difference. And it certainly did in the last IPL final. And CSK have been able to retain a very similar team throughout the competition for the last few years. So I think the only danger with that is that if you're not bringing in fresh blood, what's going to happen with 4 or 5 of the players are no longer available or no longer at the top of their game. So I think Mumbai, they've been really good in bringing in fresh young players and keeping a core of senior players, whereas Chennai have really kept 8 or 9 of their players throughout. And in fact, they've brought in 2 Mumbai Indian senior players almost, in Raidu and Harbhajan. So they haven't lost any experience, but they also haven't brought in a lot of fresh blood. And I think that is possibly the difference between the two teams. Mumbai Indians have a bit more, younger players, fresher look about them. And sure, you might not have the same experience in your team, but you've certainly got the youth on your side, which at times, especially in a T20 format, if you're brave, it's very difficult to bowl to.
Okay, a quick rapid fire with you. Favorite place in India?
Anywhere where I can surf, so Chennai, Vizag, yeah.
Okay, favorite food, cuisine?
I am, I like eating in the north because I am a non-veg, so Rogan Josh for me is something that I really enjoy.
Okay, one batsman who scared you like anything?
I think Sachin Tendulkar obviously was the only Indian player in my generation that could score runs outside the country. So, he didn't scare me because he hit the ball so hard. There was players who hit the ball harder, but he scared me because once he got in, he was really tough to dislodge.
Okay. Checkpoint. Tendulkar or Lara?
For left-handers or right-handers?
Either way.
No check.
Okay. Best batsman in world right now?
Kohli? It's not bad.
Okay. Your take on World Cup?
Yeah, I think the World Cup, you really can't get any closer. The only thing for me was that I wish it was more inclusive. I want to see more teams playing, not just the top 10.
Okay. One best fielder in Indian team?
Jadeja.
Okay. What do you feel like your best?
With the bat, I got 100 at Lords in a test match, and in the field, 5 catches at Brabourne Stadium against the West Indies in 1993, a long time ago.
You're surfing you're surfing here at Kovalang Point. What do you think on it?
Well, surfing is now, it's an Olympic sport, so India has 5,000 kilometers of coastline. So probably not at this Olympics in 2020, but hopefully by 2028, India is producing another source of Olympic medals, and that for me would be really exciting.
Okay, how excited are you for surfing, like from childhood?
I've just landed, look at my face. And I've only been surfing since I retired from cricket, so I'm still learning, and that's a great thing about surf. Every time you get out in the field, it's a bit like cricket. When you think you got it under control, you get taken out.
One message for your fans.
It's great to be back. I love India. I'm not just here because there's cricket. I'm here because of the food. I'm here because of the people. And on the weekend, I'm going to be here for the music too and the yoga.
Okay.
Cool.
Thank you so much, Jonty.
It was a pleasure.
Thank you for answering all my questions.
Sure, no. Okay. Yeah.